Hey everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kyrielle and welcome to the second video in my gemstone series. We are going in order, so this month's gemstone is Amethyst. If you couldn't already guess by my eye makeup, you are getting a little bit of a sneak peek. So I went with this super shimmery lid with a really smoked out lower lash line and kind of an 80s blush kind of moment. Just kind of all like merges in together. I do feel like my lights have slightly washed it out, but you'll see it better in like close-ups and everything like that in the end, so make sure you stay tuned. This color is definitely one of my favorites. And honestly, I've been so excited to actually put this color on my lids. So we're going to be playing around with the Bperfect and STACEY Murray collaboration palette, the Carnival 3 Love Tahiti. It was honestly perfect because of all of these purples over here. So yeah, I'm going to show you how I did this, so stay tuned. If you're just now stumbling upon my channel, hello, welcome. I upload twice a week on a Monday and a Thursday. I do creative content, reviews, and other things sprinkled in as well. I've currently started a declutter series as well on my channel, so we got it all going on here. If that sounds like something right up your alley, which if you're watching this video, I would imagine it is, why not subscribe? All you need to do is hit the red button down below and the bell button so that just notifies you when I upload next. Anyway, I think I've talked your ear off enough. If you want to see how I created this amethyst inspired makeup, then just keep on watching. Alright, so looking at some images of amethyst, get this kind of like deep purple that kind of fades into lighter purple, and also you get kind of like milky purples as well. So I think I'm just gonna do a look with just like a lot of depth, but also some pastel colors in there, just like an ombre of purple basically with a lot of sparkle. Brought out my glitters, some pigment, liners. We're gonna just see where this look takes us. And of course I'm using the Love Tahiti palette. This has so many purples in it, like this whole section here is gonna work perfectly. Oh, I just dinged it with my fingernail. Anyway, as I was saying, Starlight, I really wanted to put that on the lid. Like, I just want all of my body, to be honest, because it is beautiful. First, let's get a base down. I'm just going to use blank canvas and just carve underneath the brow, because I'm using a new base on my eyelids today that I've had for ages and I just want to try out. Alright, now that's on, I'm going to use this by Revolution Pro. I've had this for so long and I've only swatched it. I haven't actually used it on my lids. It's their Eye Element in the shade Magnetic, and it's a shimmer base, and I kind of just want to put this all over the lid. This has, never mind, it's completely dried up and it just came out of the pot. Okay, that's going in the bin. I can maybe revive it with some Duraline, but I'm just gonna put blank canvas all over, just get this started, shall we? For this look, I really don't want to be too strategic. I just kind of want to throw color on. I just want to be super relaxed with this one. First shade I'm going to go in with is Tahiti. I'm just going to kind of line the lash line and then bring it in through the crease as well, just to introduce a shape, you know? I'm just taking a kind of tapered fluffy brush to do this. This is my first time using this palette and I'm using probably one of the most problematic colors in it, the purples, so fingers crossed this goes well. I'm gonna bring this out really far. Thinking about really like smoking out the lower lash line to show the gradient of the color as well. We shall see. Just fading this right into the inner corner as well. And I'm taking the shade Lilac, which is such a pretty shade. I'm just going to blend out the edges, even though these shades just blend so well anyway. I just really wanted to use that color. Now I'm going in with the shade Fruity and I'm just gonna introduce some depth. And blend it out with Tahiti again. Honestly, the Bperfect's Formula Man is so good. Now let's go in with the shade Blackberry and really deepen up this lash line. I know there's nothing on the lid yet, but again, I'm just literally slapping this on, playing around. I have an idea in my head, but let's just relax and have fun. This is a really pretty purpley shade. I'm really excited to put some crazy shimmer on the lid. I think it's gonna look cool. I'm gonna take this blackberry shade a little bit throughout the crease to help with my hooded lids, you know, give them a little bit of support here. Back in with this fruity shade, just blend. I'm kind of loving this so far. It's just very like messy, but the colors pop, you know. I kind of want it to almost look graphic, so I'm not blending the blackberry color too much because I still want a little bit of definition there. But now, is it time for the lid color already? I've only been filming for 20 minutes. I feel like that's too soon. I'm just gonna take some of the NYX glitter glue and just apply this like roughly to the lid by here. I'm being lazy and I'm not cutting the crease or anything, but I'm kind of like following this liner that we've done with the shadow so I don't go over it. Now that's on there, I'm gonna go in with the shade Starlight, which honestly almost looks like pressed glitter flakes. Oh, it's super creamy. It'd be hard to get on a brush, but we shall see. Put a little bit on there. Let's see how this goes on the lid. Oh my gosh. I need to take a breath for a second. That is so beautiful. Oh my god. Just gonna switch out my brush to maybe pick it up a little bit better. We need more of this on the lid. It'll probably work better with a finger, but I don't know, I may go in a second. This is literally like a beautiful night sky. It's so pretty. This is what it swatches like. Oh, I'm quite liking the kind of like sparse look, so maybe I'll just tap it on. Be careful. Holy moly. Just gonna go back in with the blackberry shade to kind of bring that back. As soon as I saw this palette and this shade, this is why I wanted it. Like this, the shade is insane. Does that not look like an amethyst? Maybe not, but I love it regardless. I'm thinking about maybe adding like some liner on this, like a lighter liner. I used this yesterday, so excuse it, but I'm thinking about using this purple as like a liner to go on top of the black line just to define it a little bit, and then maybe some glitter. I'm getting like excited. I'm just gonna dampen it a little bit. I'm just using the NYX Dewy Finish spray. I'm gonna hold my breath. Let's see if I can do this. Just gonna leave this dry for a second and then I'm gonna go back in with the shadow and kind of clean this up. I still can't get over that shimmer. I'm in love. I'm just gonna go back in and just clean this up. I'm quite impressed because that silver liner has gone over that shimmer and like it's not showing through pretty much at all. When I open my eye, it's all dodge, but when I close my eyes, it's not too bad. It's the bane of my life with hooded lids. I brought out so many more things to use. If you guys have not tried the W7 glitters, they are so good for the price. This iridescent one, it is so beautiful. I think I'm going to use this one today. I also have this purple one, which will go with this look. I am just wondering where to put it. I may do one more layer of the SUVABEAUTY liner to make it stand out just a little bit more. But I think I'm going to go away, just do my base makeup, because we're obviously focusing on the eyes today. And I'm going to do blush on the lip and everything like that with you guys. But I think I'm just going to go put in some base makeup and I'll be right back. Alright, I've been away for a little while. I did my base. I just did some basic bronzer, contour, powder down and everything. I also had a food break for my tea. And now we're gonna add some drama to this look. So I'm now gonna go in with the Maybelline Studio Gel Liner. I'm going to line the lash line only about halfway. Kind of join it up with the purple in the outer corner. Then I'm taking this little brush and I'm just gonna smudge it out. And this is just going to be like a little bit of a base to add depth before we go in with the deeper colours. When I'm smudging it, I'm bringing it about 3/4 of the way across the eye. Just going to build it up a little bit more. Now I'm going to go over top of this with the shade Black Beach and just set it in place. Making sure to join it up with the wing on top. And I'm just going to kind of blend it into this top shadow so we have the depth and everything blended together. Now it's on there, I'm going to go in with Blackberry again and I'm going to start blending this out. So I want to make this really smoky. I think this colour does stain, by the way. I've heard from some people that it does, so if I have black eyes tomorrow, I guess it's my own fault, but yeah. I'm kind of making it a little bit thicker down by here and tapering it up towards the brow because I want to still be lifted, but I just want a lot of drama underneath the eye, you know. Just going back in with the black and just blend in these two a little bit more. Now I'm going to use the same colours that we used on the lid, so Fruity, Tahiti and Lilac, and we're just going to blend this all out. I'm kind of using the temple as an anchor point, so I keep the swoop going up. And when blending all of the colours out, I'm going 50% on the bare skin and 50% over the colour we've set down. I'm just bringing the lilac shade out from the top of the shadow as well, just to blend it all together. Actually, I've taken this all the way out to the hairline. To blend this together a little bit more, I'm just going to go in with the black and just kind of join it up to the outer wing. Looking at this, it's like two completely different looks. I like them both, but I do just kind of like this one as well, just by itself. But I wanted to bring the drama today, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna add some more like lightness and brightness into like the inner corner. I'm gonna go ahead and do this on the other eye, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I went off camera and I finished off this eye. I've added some glitter and some other things. I went over the SUVA liner one more time, so it just stands out a little bit more. First of all, I'm just going to tightline with the NYX eye pencil in the shade purple. And then for my actual waterline, I went in with the P.LOUISE and Mitchell paint in the shade Ibiza. And I've just pat this on the waterline with the brush. For the inner third, I've kind of brought it down on the skin just a little bit, just so it's more visible. And then I'm going to take the SUVA liner, the purple again, and I'm just going to extend my inner corner ever so slightly. By the way, I don't know if I said the name of the shade. It's called SMARTY Pants. The names for these liners are actually kind of funny. There's like bubble butt, pedal cake, stuff like that. It's just very random. I'm just going to continue on from what we did on the top of the lid and just extend my eye slightly. Alright, now that's on. I'm going to use two glitter liners. I'm using the W7 Galaxy Glam Metal Flash in the shade Nebula, and then also I'm using the Metal Flash Metallic Glitter Eyeliner in the shade Iridescent. The purple one, I put it all the way across the inner third and blended it slightly into the actual shadow. The actual brush on this one is kind of damaged, so it's kind of annoying, but I just kind of plopped it and blended it black, just where the black kind of begins. And then I used the iridescent shade to highlight just underneath the inner corner we created. And also I added this to the actual lid and added a little bit of sparkle. I just kind of added this to the center and then use the excess to blend it out. I'm just gonna let these dry because they do take a second. Now I'm gonna add mascara. I'm just using the Falsies Lash Lift by Maybelline. And then for my actual lashes, I'm using the style Halo by Pound Lashes because these are so affordable and the quality is just so good. Okay, I've kind of lifted them up on the end slightly, so I haven't put it like completely flush to my eye. Just to blend it in a little bit more, I'm just gonna go in with the black and just blend over the band. Black in this palette is not the deepest black, more of like a shading black, you know. Okay, so this is it for the eyes. I'm gonna zoom you guys out. We'll do blush, highlight, everything like that, and then lip as well because I have not decided what to wear for a lip. May do a glossy nude. I kind of wanted to match it to the eyes, but I don't know if it's gonna be too much now. We'll see. Let's zoom you guys out. Alright, so for blush, I was thinking about using the lilac colour that we've used to blend out. However, I feel like the pan is a little bit too small. So I have the Book of Magic palette by Beauty Bay and I'm going to go in with the shade Enchanted, and we're going to use this as a blush to start off. And I'm just going to start bringing this like on the cheekbone and in. Obviously this is like a very light shade, but we're going to deepen it up in a little bit. So this is just a base colour to get us started. I'm also just going to blend this like above our temple and slightly onto the forehead. This used to be one of my favourite colours for blush, like this pale purpley colour. I used to use this by MAC, Full of Joy. This is a throwback for me. This has a slight shimmer in it, so that's why I don't really want to use it today because it's kind of sheeny. But yeah, this kind of like purpley blush, I used to love it. Now I'm going to go into the shade Sorcery very lightly, getting rid of like all the excess, and I'm going to start right at the hairline and start building up this blush and almost using it as like a contour. I'm just gonna start blending this out. And I'm bringing it just below the Enchanted shade we already put on, so you get that kind of ombre effect to where we put our highlight. And this is almost like a continuation of the shades that we already used. And I'm going to bring this above temple as well. Being enchanted in just a little bit further so you can see it. Okay, so I don't really want to deepen it up too much more because I want the drama to still be like on the eyes. So I think this is enough blush. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some highlight. I'm going to use the Rach Loves X Pixie highlight. This is so beat up. I'm going to take the shade Clutch and mix it with the purple shade Zipper, and it's going to create a really nice, really metallic pinky highlight, and that's going to go so well with this look. The way I do it is I put Clutch saturated on the brush and then I go with Zipper and kind of dip back and forth a few times until I'm happy. Zipper in this palette is very, very dusty, so just an FYI. And then I'm just gonna go in on the high points. Kind of just sandwich it together where our eyeshadow ends and the blush begins. How stunning that is. Ooh, those shades are called Transformers for a reason. So beautiful. Then I'm just gonna take my blush brush and just go over it to melt it all together. Just to pull this all together, I am going to add a little bit to the nose with the blush. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Enchanted just to the tip. Nothing too much, you know? And then obviously I'm going to highlight as well. Not going too crazy because I don't want too much of like a purple cast on my face. Getting a little bit oily, so I'm just going to powder down a little bit. Alright, and for lips finally, I think I am just going to do a Overdone Peachy Nude. I'm going to take the Doll Beauty Boy Bye Lip Liner and then top it off with Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lip in Naked. And I'm going to go over the top with MUA Honeyed Lip Gloss, which by the way, I was looking on Beauty Bay today and this was in stock on Beauty Bay. So if you want to get your hands on it, it's really cheap. Such a good gloss. It does have a kind of minty feeling to it, but it doesn't hurt or tingle at all. It's not sticky in any way and it feels so good on the lips. Okay, so that is it for this makeup, I think. Am I missing something? I don't think I am. I'm gonna go ahead, do my hair, get changed, and we can talk about this look and finish up this video. Okay, see you guys in a sec. Look at me, my little poofy shoulders. I really love this top and I've never worn it out. Sad times. Alright you guys, so here is the finished look. I really love it. I love the colours. Like this purple is everything. I feel like my lights do kind of like wash me out a little bit. My cheeks are a little bit darker than what they look on screen. But yeah, apart from that, I'm really digging this like really dramatic lower lash line with a little bit of like a lighter lid. I don't know. It's cute. I like it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, or if you like it too, leave a thumbs up on the video so I know. I like to think that we kind of matched the color. I think we did, you know? I think I did an okay job at matching the color to the Amethyst. And then obviously we've got the nice reflect, which isn't typically in Amethyst, but it represents, you know, the kind of shininess of an Amethyst. That glitter eyeliner has a little bit of green in it, but honestly I think it pops this look off, so I'm not mad at it. I'm loving this series so far. Next month is Aquamarine. Both of my Patreons, gemstones is Aquamarine. I'm curious, what are your guys' birthstones? Leave them in the comments down below. And if you have a look you want me to recreate or an eyeshadow palette that you want me to use for your birthstone, then please let me know in the comments down below. I think that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm gonna now love you and leave you. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I hope I see you on the next one. Till then, bye guys.